talking about?
I'm talking about my experience. What are you talking about?
What is carbonation?
Yo, this is my brother. Carbonation is that group that I just came out of. Remember when you said you had that dream that I went to hell?
Yeah, that was weird. Dude,
Yeah. What are you out here for clout? What you doing?
No, it's just funny because you're talking about some nonsense.
I'm not talking about nonsense. I'm speaking my truth. What you mean?
Whatever.
Alright, I'll see you. Okay, so going live with Rain's World 24.
Yo, peace, love.
Peace, how are you?
I'm good, how are you? Sorry, I'm in the car.
Nah, you're good. I'm hanging in there.
Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy you got out of there and you made it back safe and everything. Oh my God, I have questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so probably what everybody was wanting to know. And if you don't want to answer, I'm okay with it. Please don't answer this question. Did you have sex with Nature Boy?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, it's okay. I hope you didn't drink the semen, but...
No, I didn't.
Okay. Whew, okay.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
It is crazy. I actually can't believe I did that. But, you know, I'm not going to beat myself up over that. And I'm taking precautions, health precautions, and making sure I'm straight and everything. But I feel fine, you know, like my cycle came and everything. That doesn't mean like I'm just going to disregard like making sure I'm straight and everything. But
understandable. Yeah, make sure you're, you know, healthy. That's like, that comes first before anything. Making sure you're alright and healthy. Oh my God.
Yeah, for sure.
So everybody, okay, so the people that are new, they want to know why did you get on the live with him today? Because I saw that too and I was like, oh.
Sorry, what were you saying again? I had to turn the comments off.
Understandable. People were trying to figure out why you were on the live today.
Why I was on the live? Okay, so when I started this live video, I did a public apology. I don't know if you tuned in, but I was just apologizing to the people who helped me get out of carbonation. I feel like they felt betrayed and like I took their help for granted in that moment when I chose to get on live with Eligio today. Why I did that was because I think part of me was trying to like understand why I left, almost be like reminded why I left, because I'm going to be honest with you, I wasn't having second thoughts about going back, but I was really just like questioning, like, was he really manipulative? Like, was he really a sociopath? Was he really, you know, this and that? So I just felt like part of me was just trying to revalidate, like, that he was the way he was and everything. So that's why I did that. But I definitely blocked them, and I'm not going to do that again. Not going to go back to that. You know, I deserve better than that, and so does my daughter. And I have a family that cares about me, and I'm not going to take that for granted. So, yeah.
Yeah, because I looked, I was like, oh, shit, why did she get on the live? Like, oh, I'm going to have to catch up with this later. But it's just that, you know, I get it. You know, you probably went over there and was just kind of like, did I make the right decision? You probably were second-guessing yourself, and that evil was trying to, like, suck you back in, and then you're like, no, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're not going back or anything, because it's toxic. Like, I stopped watching him. I was like, I felt that energy, and it was not what I wanted. Like, I want to learn the knowledge as well, but I can't if I'm feeling like it's weird to watch you. I don't want to watch you and you be sitting there talking about, oh, all y'all watching on my lives. What? No, nigga. Like, no, it don't work like that. Like, oh my God, I had one more question for you. I can't remember. But you look good. I'm happy.
I'm thankful.
Again, that whole sex thing, don't don't let that stress you out. You're young. You got it.
Nah, I'm not stressed out about it. I know that I'm healthy, and I don't give a fuck about any of y'all's opinions. Talking shit in the comments right now, talking about you just went from a 10 to a 2. Look, I'm not even stressed over that because what is meant for me is meant for me, and I know that my husband one day, he's going to accept me exactly for who I am, and he's going to understand that we all go through things in life, and we all have times of self-discovery and exploration, and we don't always make the best decisions within those times. But I love myself, and I really don't care what you guys have to say about me, because obviously you're not meant to be my husband if you're talking shit right now. So yeah, I'm about to turn the comments back on now. Thank you. Just had to put that out there.
Question. No, you're good. Here's my question. Who do you think wants to leave? If they had the opportunity there, like, who do you honestly think wants to leave?
I think everyone wants to leave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And, okay, out of the men, who do you think wants to leave?
New.
Really? Ooh, I am actually...
I don't know if he wants to leave. Okay, I don't know if he wants to leave, but the way he was looking at me was like his eyes were telling me I don't agree with how they're treating you. His eyes were telling me that, like, but his actions were like, I don't have a choice, so I have to follow what's going on here.
Someone said, did you plan on having sex with him, or did he coerce you? That's a good question.
Okay, I was
If you don't want to answer any of these questions, you don't have to.
I'm going to be real as possible. It's cool. So, I was manipulated and influenced heavily, but it was still my choice, period. So, yeah, half and half.
Okay. God. Oh, my God. So, what was the worst thing you've seen there at Combination, in your opinion?
Well, I think the worst thing was when I told Eligio that I wasn't liking his personality and we weren't a good match, and I wanted to connect with someone that was like not gonna verbally abuse me, basically. And he just like told me like I was not worthy to be in his presence and I was dumb and like just a bunch of stuff that made me feel like shit, and I just felt like that was so wrong. It was just like if he didn't get his way, he would verbally abuse people to the max, and that was really it.
That's good you did that, though, because you're standing up for yourself. He doesn't want a woman like you there. The fact that you could stand up to him and tell him, like, hey, I don't want you, I want to be with somebody else, that was probably a strike to his ego and his pride.
It was, because the next day when we went to that park, he was treating me like kind of weird on the live. Did you see that live when we were at the park?
Yeah, I saw that. He was like watching your butt. Like, he wanted you, but he hated that you didn't want him. Like, you were with Tron, and that bothered him. Oh, shoot. That's crazy. I'm trying to think of another good question. Okay. Who in the hell are they staying with? Who is that?
Alright, this, they're staying with a member, not a member, they're staying with a follower of theirs. This lady.
That little lady they call Cookie or whatever, she follows him? I'm sorry, y'all.
She what?
So she's like, that older lady follows and supports him? That's wild. Oh, my God. I thought that was like your mom or like the other girl, Niza's mom or whatever. I really did. I was like, who's scared of letting these people to stay there?
No.
Holy shit, that's wild as hell. I wonder how long they got there, because, like, I couldn't see myself having all these individuals in my crib like that. She gotta be, like, a divorced lady by herself with a cat.
Yeah, with a kid.
Wait, she got a kid there? No. I hope the kid is, like, how old is the kid?
He's, like, 16.
Oh, poor kid. This is not where he need to be around.
Yeah.
He's probably on Instagram watching him, and he probably smashed her. He looked like the type that just smashed her on some weirdo shit.
Maybe he did.
You think so? The look on your face is like, damn, did he smash her?
See, we don't know, because he is on some weirdo shit, right?
And y'all in the comments, y'all owe me, because I'm really asking really good questions. Like, I'm really sitting here like, dang, what? Okay, I'm going to ask one more question, because I need to go. Okay, out of all the girls, who do you think who does he like the most, and who does he like the least?
He likes Malia the most and Ifaru the least.
Damn, that's fucked up. Okay.
My brother's asking
Okay,
the
wait.
funniest question.
Do they shower? That is another question. I was wondering that. Do they shower?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they do shower? Okay. And, like, I saw somebody said they don't, like, he said that they eat once a day. And I was like, what? No, I can't get with it.
Yeah, they do. They eat solar noon at 12. They eat like a big meal. I actually would continue that. I feel like it keeps me in a good weight. And also, like, for some reason, it gives me something to look forward to, and then I'm full for the rest of the day digesting. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It's not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Malia does remind him of Velvet. I agree.
Of Velvet? Yeah, he still talks about her. Anybody else coming to Culmination that you know of? Like, or did it seem like he's still recruiting?
It seemed like he was trying to recruit Immortal Ja.
Mortal Ja.
The chick that worked at the hair salon, and she had locks. She didn't look like me, but the fiery one, she seemed like an Aries.
Oh, the Aries. Okay. I keep coming up with questions. I'm sorry, y'all. Do you think they got enough money to go to
No.
wherever they're trying to go next? Oh, shit. So okay, so how much did you put in the pot when you got there?
200.
Okay, that's not bad. I'd rather take a $200 loss than a $1,700 loss, because I've seen people go and, like, drop stacks, so you're all right.
Yeah.
Like, oh, girl, they using her car, so I
paid for my stay, so it's not bad.
So do they get donations a lot? Like,
not as much as you think.
Okay, so they don't get a lot of donations, like we probably think on the outside looking in. Caliber. Do you think Caliber is coming back? Do you know who that is?
I don't think he's going to go back.
Huh? Oh, dang.
They're
So
trying.
do you know where he is?
I don't know where he is. I actually don't know much about Caliber, but from the looks of it, he's fine. He's living his life right now, and Nature Boy's trying to get him to come back, though.
That's that narcissist shit. Like, he wants everybody that leaves to come back so he can shit on them. Like, he probably was just trying to talk to you and lure you back so he can shit on you and then send you out again. Do they get food stamps? Do they get food stamps? Oh,
They
shit.
just applied for food stamps, and honestly, I think that's a good idea for them. Like, you know, take advantage of whatever opportunities that you can, you know.
Well, the only thing with food stamps is 9 out of 10 them chicks is probably applying for stamps with their kids, and that's illegal because the kids are not with them. Oh, that's another good question. So if the kids are not with them and they're applying, they can go to jail. Well, yeah, that's food stamp fraud.
Yeah, I think but I don't think they did it illegally.
Okay, so they probably just filing for food stamps themselves, but I can't remember if Georgia has it like where they have to get a job after so many months. So they probably, anybody from Georgia know like what's the limit on food stamps? So I know if you're a able-bodied working individual, you can't get food stamps after 3 months. Okay, hey, who's anybody pregnant?
No.
Nobody's pregnant. Anybody seem like they're pregnant? If in states, what? In states, if they file with all of them by themselves, they
Oh, I think Sheba wants to leave.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Really?
I think she wants to leave, but she feels trapped as fuck. I know it.
Dang, Sheba? I'm surprised. Somebody said, why did you choose Tron?
I chose Tron because he seemed goofy and imperfect and, like, funny and had, like, a childlike energy about him that I could really relate to. And I just felt like, oh, yeah.
Okay. Damn, they're getting food stamps. That's wild. Now y'all got me thinking to look up at Georgia food stamps because I know for sure able-bodied people could only get a certain amount of food stamps, like, I think it's 3 months, and you have to find a job by that time or they'll cut you off. Anything else y'all got? Because I'm about to go, like, you are awesome, Raya. I got your back. You know I got your back. Like, I hated seeing you stuck out. Like, when I saw that, why did Joy leave? Was Joy there when you got there?
No, she wasn't.
Oh, shit. So she wasn't there and she's not there now. But Nubian's there.
Yeah.
Did they eat? Y'all wildin'. Do they eat? Okay, one day I seen Eligio on live drinking, what is it, the simple simply orange out of the bottle. And I was like, why are you drinking that? Like, that's Babylon, like the ingredients, stuff like that.
Oh,
do they really eat clean? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they really do eat clean. Yeah, when I was there, we had oatmeal every morning, or sometimes in the morning, but then we switched to that 1 meal a day schedule, and then we had, like, lentils, bean, rice, and vegetables.
Do they eat in order? Like, one person eats, and then the next person eats? Like...
First, Eligio eats, and then the wives eat, and then the men eat after.
Okay. Somebody said, does he hit people? Like, does he hit the girls or any of them?
No.
She probably wasn't there long enough to see him spaz on them. All right, let me get off here. Somebody else want to ask questions. Stay beautiful. If you need me, you can hop in my inbox. I got you, boo.
All right. I appreciate you. You have a good night. Peace. All right. Asshole cutthroat. Please don't be an asshole. JK. Let's see what this person has to say.
Hey, what's going on?
Peace. What's good?
Yeah, you remember me? I was live with Bright when you showed your ass.
Oh! That was funny.
That shit.
I
Yeah,
showed my ass. Oh.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I was kind of disappointed that you went, you know what I'm saying? Not that it was like a surprise, but it's just like, I don't know, it just kind of felt weird when you went, but I was just watching it to see how it would play out, like, yeah, I feel weird about it, but let me see what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt like you was smarter than that. That's the thing, like, man, you seem like you was intelligent, like, why? Like, and that's what I wanted to ask you, like, what was your intentions for going?
My intentions for going were, I felt like I didn't have anywhere else to go, and I had been following their knowledge for a while, and I'm like, hey, I love learning, I love knowledge, I love traveling. You know, I'm trying to get to the tropics myself, and my family rejected me, so it just seemed like a perfect package, you know?
Right. Because that seems like the common theme of people that join him is like people who might be in a dark place, might have no one to turn to, might be looking for self-discovery, and they might not be so hip to someone who's like a Legio, who comes from what I would call like a con artist, manipulative, swindler. He's slick at the mouth. He could talk real fast and, you know what I'm saying, manipulate your emotions to his doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I see that shit, and I see that theme that he's constantly finding these people who are in that position, in that state of mind where it's like he seems like a salvation. And there's another question, like, do you feel like everybody there kind of feels like that?
I'm sure they do. Like, I mean, to even understand the knowledge he teaches, you gotta be a little bit smart. So I'm sure that they thought about that, but I think it's more the fact that they may be in so deep that they have nowhere to go if they were to leave, maybe, so they don't want to leave.
Right, because that's definitely the vibe that I get from Tron, because like Tron come from fucking Idaho or some shit, like a, you know what I'm saying?
Maine,
I guess
yeah.
well-off white family. He's a tall black dude. It's like he definitely sticks out like a sore thumb and the oddball out. And I'm pretty sure he wouldn't probably want to go back to that lifestyle, or you know what I'm saying, or stuff like that. Like they don't want to go back to their normal life. They would rather deal with him than deal with their real reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that seem like the case with everybody there? Like, they would just be like, fuck it, I'm going to stay with Eligio and deal with his bullshit, then go back and deal with that.
I'm sure, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's crazy. I definitely said the other day, like, I would rather somebody be in carbonation than to kill themselves. Like, that's just, like, weird. That's the only option. But, damn, there was another question. Yeah, what's up with you and Bright, man?
Me and Bright. Bright is my homie. She's my sister.
So y'all still good?
Yeah, we're still good. We talk every now and then. She's dope. She's literally like my soul sister.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So like y'all talked about that before she went, because I wondered like how you go but she don't go. Like
I know, right? At first, she was the one telling me that I was gonna go to hell if I didn't go, like, type shit. She was calling me, like, what are you doing? You need to have a mortal on your name. And I was just like... And then I ended up going, but yeah.
So, Bright put you on to him or something?
No, we both had known about carbonation prior to us being friends. It was just something we related on.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, how old? You heard me?
What'd you say?
How old are you? So how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
20.
20? God.
Yeah.
So young, intelligent. But, you know, sometimes you gotta go through these experiences to really learn yourself. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause if you didn't, then you'll still be where you was 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you had to go through this to get where you're going. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't judge anybody that go there. Just like, I don't know where you at mentally. Like, I don't know what's going on in your life. I don't know where you might be on the edge, ready to jump, and I come on this motherfucker say some crazy shit. And now you just like, fuck it, now I'm back in that dark place. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely what you don't need. Cause the misconception people get is that like everybody hates everybody that joins carbonation. That's not the case. It's like people see what we're doing and we're really concerned about y'all. Like not him, like we worry about y'all and y'all being mistreated and y'all being used and abused and X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all young people, y'all looking for knowledge, y'all looking for, you know what I'm saying? Trying to find yourself out here in the world. we don't want to judge y'all and put y'all down, but like, if you join a nigga like him and then you doing what he's doing and agreeing with the craziness, is like, yeah, we're gonna get on your ass too, but we still care about you because we know that's not you, but you're being like, you attach yourself to him and become that, you know. And let me see, what's another question I had. What's up with Trump? Like, is Trump a creepy dude?
No.
He seems like a creep. Not like, it's like, or this begs the question: is everybody one way on camera and then another way off camera?
Yeah.
Like, give me some example. Like one that sticks out the most.
I feel like they kind of have to get into like a persona on camera. I mean, they're not too far off from how they present themselves, actually. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But, I mean, they only show so much of themselves on those videos, so it's more so like, of course, there's more aspects to someone's personality than what you see on those videos about certain select topics, you know? It's kind of like limits them to only showing a certain amount of themselves.
Right. People send me messages that want me to ask you a question, but I don't want to be inappropriate or offend you. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's personal, just out of respect. I really don't want to ask it because it's kind of like a sexual reference to that situation.
Okay, just don't ask it.
Alright, fuck. Yeah, because that's what I'm feeling. It's like, people keep asking, I keep saying, it's like, fuck that shit. You know, regardless of the fact who you had you sleep with don't make me calm, what you eat don't make me full. So I don't be thinking about those type of questions. More so, what can you say that can help the next person? Like, what would you tell a young girl that might be younger than you and she had the same mentality, or even more so, like, in a deeper matter, like, carbonation, I'm really ready to just give my life to Alicia. You know what I'm saying? What would you tell her?
There's much more to life than this. I know it seems interesting, but no human who claims to be the Messiah is in the position that they're in. Like, you gotta really look at the situation around the people. It's kind of like, okay, I don't even know how to put it, yo. Like, my brain is starting to slow down because I'm tired.
Right.
But, okay, so a person who is truly righteous can show for it. The things in their life are going to just show for the fact that they're righteous. They're going to have mercy, grace, abundance. The fruits of the Spirit, literally. I feel like they have their share of, like, people who help them and stuff, but they've been kicked out of countries. Religious been arrested. Like, I can't even say that though, because like I feel like Jesus, in the Bible, he went through some shit like that too. So I don't know. I think definitely.
But Jesus didn't degrade women. Jesus didn't publicly degrade his women, especially one that he would claim as his wife. He wouldn't have her on the fucking internet to millions of people shaking her ass or eating her out or having her laid across the bed butt ass naked. Like, that's not righteous. That's not respectful for a woman that you claim to want to bear your children and honor her as your woman. Like, it's 90% of the shit he said is not righteous. The only time he's saying something righteous is if you're talking about grounding, you're talking about melanin, or he's talking about something he's saying that he's teaching about. That's the only glimmer of righteousness that ever comes out of his mouth. Because every other time it's like this, that he's such a sexual person and a penis. Oh, so women love this sexual type of, and women are for this, and it's like, it's really disturbing that people attract to that so much. And it's like, that's what bothers me with the whole thing is like, what is people's mentality? Because I know a lot of us, we are at a low vibration, so people are going to attract to this low vibrational entity in hopes to seeing like, oh, he's just trying to attract to me to get me to a higher level. But then he gets there and it's like he has sex with every woman down there, whoever came there. And it's like, that's not like to just be like, oh, why you have sex with all women? It's like, no, that's just like, why? Why would anybody in their right mind have sex with every woman they encounter?
Yeah.
And it's weird. So it's like, what is like, how is he with the women? Is he more interactive? Is he like compassionate and really trying to learn them? Or he's just like, I'm gonna deal with you when it's time for sex?
Yeah.
I figured. Damn, that's crazy.
He doesn't care about their feelings. He cares about his, he just cares about himself and his pleasure and how can you serve me. And yeah, they're basically just like his servants that he has sex with, that's it.
It's just cold-blooded shit. Damn. I'm trying to think if I had another question. I really don't have another question right now. You just kind of like, yeah, that's what it is. But it's like, because I know, but I don't know. So it's like I'm only speculating because I'm not there. And I know when the cameras go off, it's something else. That's why people be like curious, like, is this shit real? Is he like, because sometimes I think to myself, like, he cannot be this person that he's presenting. Like, this shit got to be a troll. Like, you have to be pretending or something. Like, you can't be this fucking crazy. Like, you can't be this sadistic and, like, psychotic. But one thing that I did notice, and I want people to realize, is that when I asked this fool, was he in the psych ward and what happened in the psych ward? So I spoke to him just like I'm speaking to you, just like a conversation. I was like, what happened in the psych ward? He was like, man, my life is crazy, man. You know, I ain't had too much family, and it's like you never get a straight answer to something that is very vital in a person's life. That's something traumatic. You spent 2 years in a psych ward, and you can't give me a straight answer what happened? It's like, I'm thinking that he probably needs to go back. So I ain't really got no more questions.
For sure.
Because I'm just like, I got a brain fart. I should just... But I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to speak to you, ask questions. And I hope you blessed and taking care of yourself. And I want the best for you. And you know what I'm saying? Just continue your journey, you know what I'm saying? And be positive. Fuck
Same to you.
people, self, you know what I'm saying? So peace and love.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Peace and love. All right. This person has been waiting. Peace.
Hey, peace, queen.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I just want to start by saying I think it's very brave of you to speak about your experience, and the vibe that I get from you is like very genuine. And so I've been following the situation for some time, and that's why I felt led to ask you these questions.
Okay.
So the first question I want to ask is, were there any initiation rituals when you went?
I feel like the initiation ritual is the having sex with him.
Okay.
But he doesn't say that this is the initiation ritual. He knows that, but I caught on to that. He doesn't tell them, like, I guess they're oblivious to that, but I saw it.
Okay. And then also, one day he was live, and you guys were sitting around him as if it was a lesson. And he asked a rhetorical question. He said, did you know your hair was an extension of your nervous system? And you said, yeah, I know. You were the only one. You were like, yeah, I know. And he said, no, you don't. He said, no, you don't.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like,
How did you feel, and how did you feel after he said that to you?
I honestly thought it was funny, and like I know myself, that's why I was able to like laugh at myself in that moment for being that Aries that I know type of personality. But you know, I didn't take that shit to the heart. I know who I am.
Okay. And so, and my last question is, like, so I know that brainwashing works in cycles. When someone wants to oppress you, they can trigger different emotions in you in a cyclical manner. And so I wanted to know, did you notice him provoking any emotions into any of the members, including yourself, like sometimes triggering extreme happiness or extreme sadness in a cyclical manner just to have you in, to keep people in a rat wheel?
Definitely.
Could you give any examples of that?
Yeah, he would just really try to, he knew people's triggers, so he would just try to trigger people to see how they would respond. Really for like growth reasons, apparently. But I feel like if it's really growth, then you kind of experience those things as they naturally come. I don't feel like any person has the right or should have the right to like just purposely trigger you. Like it's not their job to do that. I don't know.
Okay. So when you say for growth reasons, do you feel like on some level that his intentions are good to help others grow?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. And I hope you continue growing yourself.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Why did Bright stop following when you left? Bright stopped following when I left because there was a conversation between her and Eligio that I didn't know about, but I think he either, I'm not quite sure, he cussed her out or something, or he like degraded her in some way, and she was just like, what the fuck, no. So she stopped following then. Okay, someone else called in. I'm about to accept.
Oh my gosh.
Hi.
How you doing? Something told me, I was like, watch her pick up when I'm driving. I'm about to pull over right now.
Okay, take your time.
First of all, thank you. First of all, I would like to thank you for
I'm actually unable to hear you. It's really breaking up.
No? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was one of the people that was upset that you went live with the devil because it kind of felt like you were kind of flirting with him. And I know you were asking him a simple question, but to see the look on his face when you finally, like when you called, it was almost like a victory for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did notice that. He seemed really happy.
Yeah, and that's one thing that you need to know about narcissists. They feed off of your energy. That's the only reason why I'm looking at you in a different way right now is because I know that you're a victim of narcissism. You probably don't know it, but you should look it up. For sure. You should.
Yeah, I've looked into it.
Yeah, look real deep into it. There are so many questions that I did have, but the thing is, it's like when you find, I've never been on Instagram Live ever, except for one time with Eligio, like last year. But I asked him one question and he hung up in my face. And then he kept calling me stupid and all types of bitches. And I was like, okay, at this point, I am not like a supporter of carbonation because this motherfucker is for sure the devil. Here's a question that I have for you. When you went there and you had that initiation and you had to sleep with him, I know, did you end up sleeping with Tron after?
No. It was only one experience. It was only one sexual experience while I was there.
And Mr. Softy, yes, no, maybe so?
Wait, what do you mean?
Okay, so he was kind of like downplaying the sex with you. He said that he couldn't get hard.
Oh.
Because I guess you were white or something. He was like, I don't know, she didn't have enough melanin and whatnot.
There wasn't a connection there. So yeah, it wasn't.
So at this point, it's kind of like, I feel like he wants to sleep with people because he wants to pass something along to them. I'm not trying to like make you like worried or anything, but you should go get tested just for your sanity.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Definitely
it's very
already,
scary.
you know, taking those precautions and everything like that. But I'm divinely protected and I'm healthy, so
yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I don't want you to stress
your concern though.
Yeah. Don't stress about it, but that's
and, let the next person come on live, unless you want to talk about something else, because I don't really want to keep talking about this.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
All right.
Thank you for answering.
No problem.
All right. Peace.
All right. Let's see. Next person who wants to go live. Y'all. Peace.
Blessings.
Hey.
How you feeling, Queen?
I'm feeling alright. Just, hanging in there.
Oh, man, you gotta vibrate higher than that. You know what I'm saying? That's the most natural thing to do. You know.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to ask you is, what inspired you to travel and explore and take a chance and just go to carbonation?
I actually felt like I didn't have anywhere else to go, and like I had been following carbonation for a while. They were in Georgia, I was in Georgia, and it just seemed like the complete package to me because I was into knowledge, like researching and stuff like that, and also the arts and traveling. So I was like, seemed like it's right up my alley.
Okay. And so when your birthday?
April 13th.
Okay, so I'm April 24th. So you rule by that number 4. So you are you're more like a hard worker of society. So you're a great like builder, but you need to be a part of a structure that I would say righteous, but that makes you the best that you are. Because you're a great helper to expand something, but you have to believe in it.
For sure.
But what was the? I already know all the negative aspects that people love to expand on, but for me, I like to focus on the positive aspects. Was it any positive aspects that you can reflect on from that experience?
Yeah, for sure, plenty.
That's what I want to know about.
Yeah, okay, so I had some positive experiences with the wives. I felt like my feminine aspect was kind of damaged before I got there, so it was really like helping to exercise that and open my heart chakra back up to women and start to like rebuild trust with them again almost. In the mornings we would come together in a circle, all the wives, and like reflect on our dreams and on our feelings and really communicate the different types of emotions and thoughts that were running through our mind, and like how can we balance out these negative thoughts with positive thoughts and be productive today, and how can we uplift each other. And that was a positive experience for me. another positive experience for me was Eligio. He actually like really taught me how to like hold myself in front of other men and like control my sexual energy, because prior to carbonation I had been, you know, like an exotic dancer and just kind of lost, misguided, didn't really have that father role to like build my self-esteem growing up. So I was just kind of like a floozy, and you know, it wasn't my fault. I was misguided. So he kind of like explained that to me, and he explained to me the importance of like covering yourself up so that you don't attract certain energy that I don't want, and how to, you know, present myself and not like confuse men, you know. So I thought that was really helpful. That helped me out a lot. So what I learned from that is, yeah.
Yeah, so you say you didn't have your father in your life growing up?
Yeah.
Okay. So that makes sense, because so basically from afar looking, you know, and you kind of looking for some knowledge, but was it like a father figure energy that you kind of got from him that kind of attracted you to him? You see some aspects that you can learn something or some structure you was looking for?
Yeah, I feel like he did kind of treat the women also like his daughters too, and I failed to mention that earlier in this live, but because we were really focusing on like a lot of the negative aspects, but now that we're focusing on the positive, he did kind of play that role, but he wasn't empathetic at all, so it's like kind of confusing. I guess it depends on what kind of father influence you're used to having in your life. Like, I had a stepdad that was in my life, but he was always like working and everything, really didn't have like a real like connection with him per se. So it was, honestly, our relationship was similar to that, and I felt like my connection with Eligio was reflected that relationship that I had with my stepfather growing up. Very distant, but very like authoritarian, disciplinary, and kind of mean, like tough love, like it hurts. But yeah, I don't know.
Because no, that makes sense, because you know, it's like you know, in my opinion, I always say women, I'd rather be more of a father figure to my woman than a husband, because I feel that, you know, when, like, I had an experience one time where, you know, I was playing a game of pool, bowling with a woman, and I was competing against her, and that wasn't bringing the best out in her. But when I started to encourage her, and I started to be like that father figure to extract the best out of her, she kind of rolled the perfect score. And she let me know that encouragement, you know, it actually motivated me to, it just made me feel some type of way. So, you know, we all are learning and we all are becoming, you know, it's like, I know in this American society, a lot of, it's like a lot of personal pursuits, and we lack the understanding of how to build strong families. And women need emotional affection and know how to help a man. And the first man that she should be a helpmate to is her father. So if she doesn't get that experience of helping her father while seeing her father give her mother that emotional affection, then she can only attract the energy that she's used to receiving from that man, even if it's hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I always say a woman lose twice if she doesn't choose a man, if she didn't have a father to cultivate her, if she doesn't choose a man that has a connection to God. So I can understand how you can, you know, take a chance on someone that perceives themselves as a godly man, you know, because someone that's not connected to the Most High, to the source, can only abuse you because they don't know their they don't know why God designed you. You see what I'm saying? So, like, so a man that's connected to the source understands that a woman multiplies whatever he gives them, even if it's a thought, is a word, is an action, or is a seed. You know, you're supposed to grow it, bring life to it, enhance it, incubate it. You know what I'm saying? And but I'm just wondering, is it easier for, like, I want to say, younger women to kind of take that chance like you did, opposed to maybe some more experienced or more older women that kind of, you know, been through maybe tough situations with guys in their life, like in their relationships?
36.
Huh?
Aya was 36 and had been pimped, and me, I'm 20 and I haven't been through anything that really traumatized me. So, I mean, it really depends on the self-esteem level at the end of the day.
Okay. So what's your plans moving forward with this new, I guess, understanding of yourself, or kind of knowing what you want more than you did maybe a year ago?
I definitely want to live a normal life. I want to raise my daughter. I really want to heal myself, build up my self-esteem. Really just love myself so much. Hopefully, you know, get married, have more kids, and just live happy.
What you mean? Hopefully, either you're gonna do it or you're not. So you know, you gotta speak it into existence.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on that person to enter my life. They're on their way. So
do you know the good qualities of the man that you're looking to attract?
Yes, I do.
What is that?
First of all, he's got to have self-discipline. He's got to love himself. He's got to be determined, ambitious. He's got to be loyal, genuine, honest. Also funny, playful, nurturing, caring, protective, knowledgeable, rational, yeah. I don't know, I can think of that. Someone to ground me, really. Someone with grounding energy. Someone dominant, masculine, but also can tap into their femininity too. And really, I have like a big list. I can't remember everything I put on that list, but I definitely know what it is.
But what you mean grounded? Like someone that has a structure for you to, like, you have something for you to do to be a better person. That has a plan for you, but have a plan for themselves first.
Yeah, for sure.
Interesting. I was gonna ask you something. What city you in now?
I'm in Florida right now.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask you. So since you did live in some type of polygamy environment, it might have not been the best one of all time, but it was one. Could you see with the right situation that you think that you could be in a polygamous relationship if it's the right situation, or no?
No, I mean, I could, but do I want to? No.
Okay. So you know everything that you do the first time is not the best. You're not the best at it. It's not going to be the best experience the first time you do anything.
Right.
Like,
I'm sure I could have a really great polygamous relationship, but I deserve a man who is willing to go against his own animalistic instincts, to be self-disciplined and devoted to me because he loves me, and put his ego aside because he loves me. And that's my perspective. And I do believe that there is a man out there for me who has the same perspective as me and will be willing to do so.
So when you get with a guy, do you ask them what's their definition of love? Because you know everyone has a different definition of love, just like God.
Most definitely, yeah.
So what is your definition of love?
My definition of love is, I think love is understanding is a good one, but there's more to it also. You know, love is a lot of things, but that would be very long to go into.
Like for me, I feel love is a decision to make. You know, you just make it. It's a decision. It's not hard. You know, it's a decision. Like I have to make a decision to love myself, to seek, you know, knowledge. You know, to make a decision to let go of a person that's not serving me to encourage me to be the best version of myself. That's a decision I have to make, to love myself, to let someone go.
Yeah.
But that's loving them to let them go, so at least their life can be better, because they don't deserve me if I'm not encouraging them to be who they supposed to be. I'm just abusing them and not, giving them God's love. So I feel that a woman needs God's love, but God love comes from a man that has knowledge. And the woman, she must respect the man, not love the man, because nowhere in the Bible that it says that a woman should love a man. It says that a man should love a woman, and it says that a woman should respect a man. So she should respect a man that has the nature and qualities of a God, which is the Most High, which is morals, and he wants to, build a family with her and build resources with her, because a woman is the source. I mean, the man the source, but the woman, she is here to help expand that source. So I think our issue is we all have childhood pain. So I feel like the whole thing is we have to learn how to assist each other. So when you say submit, to me, submit is you must assist me in my vision, and I must assist you in what you need to do. It's harmony. So I ain't gonna keep you all day, man. These comments are how you thinking, but I like to get to know the mind of people and why they make the decisions that they make. But I want to know the childhood pain that a person deal with and help them to express that so they can receive more light and more positivity. Because we all go through childhood pain, definitely dealing with America when it doesn't encourage. It doesn't encourage the men to be fathers to their children as well as their wives.
Yeah, for sure.
Because God just wants us to build families. And if we just focus on building families and having family businesses, everything, in my opinion, will go back to normal. Because for a king should not have a queen that's working for another institution, because you're a queen. You should be in the kingdom, and the kingdom should have a structure. You know what I'm saying? That because how can you respect a man and you're working for another man, and then you can come back home and now he want to have sex with you, but you're not helping him build something. It just doesn't make sense to me. Because it's only 24 hours a day, and you spending 10 hours to get to work and come back. You got to sleep for 8 hours. That's 18 hours. And then you got to cook, clean. That's 2 hours. You got 20 hours. How are we going to have a good marriage?
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go ahead and let the next person come on live now. Peace, guys.
All right, it's all peace.
Okay, so, let's see. Sorry, y'all. I didn't want to be rude. I'm too nice sometimes. But that was also a good conversation. All right. Waiting for this person to join. They're not joining. Okay, so next person. Oh yeah, I'm ready for you, Raquel.
I'm kind of nervous. I didn't actually think you'd accept. Hi.
Hey, don't be nervous.
It's just like, I don't know. I'm not used to being in front of a lot of people, but it's like fine. Yeah.